Hello, so for today's video we're going to be doing a full face of first impressions. So some of these products are brand new and then some of them are just new to me. So I'm super excited to try all of these stuff out really, and some of these brands I haven't tried before as well. So yeah, let's just jump into the video. So to start off, I purchased the Glossier Brow Flick. So I'm super excited to try something like this. So it's just like a little pen that you flick through the brows. So obviously it doesn't come with a spoolie on the other side, which I wouldn't expect it to be honest. So I'm just going to take a little brush through the brows, and then we're going to give this a go. So I did pick up the shade brown, but I kind of wish I picked up blonde now, but I feel like blonde's a bit too light for me, but brown's too dark. I'm like in between. I do apologise if there's like a lot of background noise. I've got my fan on, but because it is like super hot in the UK, it's like 30 degrees, which is the hottest it's been in a long time. So yeah, let's just take this through the brow. I think I have to shake it first. Yeah, to start shake and then gently flick pen anywhere you'd like to look for extra brow hairs. I'm a bit nervous trying something like this, just because I'm so used to like a pencil and things like that. These are like really fine strokes, so I feel like I'd like this with like the Anastasia Brow Wiz or something maybe. Okay, I really like how this looks. It's really pretty, really easy to use, simple to use. If you've got quite sparse eyebrows, then maybe it's not the best. Obviously mine are a little bit sparse. I've like got a few little like gaps in it, which is nice and easy to fill in. But I'd say it's pretty difficult to sort of really get that right definition if that's the look you kind of like as well. So I'm just going to quickly fill in the other brow, and then I have another brow product as well. I feel like I've gone a little bit heavy-handed in the other brow. It looks quite a bit darker. I feel like we just brush it through a little bit. I feel like this would be perfect if you love a really fluffy brow. Yeah, it's just I feel like I could fluff the brows up and really fill in the hairs. Yeah, I'm really impressed with it. I think it's beautiful. So I also did pick up the boy brow, so I picked it up in the shade brown as well. Obviously you can get different colours. I think now to do blonde, brown, black and clear in this. I believe. So I got this as like a little set, so you can obviously buy them as a duo and save like a couple of quid. I think it's like £4. So this is very much like the Benefit Gippy Brow, which I absolutely love anyway. So I want to see if this is like similar, if it's better. So yeah. Mainly I take it through the front, but I will take it all the way through, just because I want a lot of like fluffiness, because I feel like that's what the brow pen flick thing's gonna give me best. So I love how the boy brow looks. I feel like it's very similar to the Benefit one, so obviously it depends on your preference if you want the Benefit of the Glossier, but I feel like this is really pretty. It's going to be a really nice fluffy brow. Yeah, I'm super impressed. I got hay fever. But moving on to eyes. So for concealer, so it is concealer, but it's also going to be my eyeshadow primer. So this is the Revoultion Pro Full Cover Camouflage Concealer. So I picked up the shade C2. So I picked this up because it is meant to be a dupe for a certain brand. If you look at this, it does look very similar to that. And this is like so affordable. This costs like £5. And obviously if you like it on the eyelids, you might like it as concealer as well. So obviously it's meant to be really full coverage, hence why it's such a diddy tube. So yeah, let's just take a little bit of this on the back of my hand. That is full coverage. So I'm just going to take a little brush. So this is the Crown Brush Duo blending brush. I'm just going to blend that out. I mean, it's covered everything on my eyelids. Obviously, you can see the difference. So I'm just gonna zoom in. So obviously, you can see the difference between this eyelid covered and this eyelid not. So obviously, it's a huge difference. It's covering really well. Sorry, I've got like hair on my eye. Obviously, it's covering like I've got. I wouldn't say like they're overly thin, but they're quite yellow, like quite dark. So it's giving me this nice blank canvas, which I'm into. I'm not really bothered if my eyelids are covered fully like this, but I feel like to get maximum pigment with like an eyeshadow, like especially if you're going in with a lot of colour and stuff, it could be really nice. So I just went in and applied a little bit more concealer, or eyeshadow primer if you wish. And I feel like, yeah, it's really like nice clear base. So for eyeshadow palettes, I picked up the Melt Cosmetics 27 palette, which I'm super intrigued by. I love Melt Cosmetics eyeshadow palettes. Like, I have the Baby Girl stack and it is so beautiful. So I'm hoping this is just as good. So this is a nice like long palette. Get out to get those plastic things in it. So this is what it looks like. It's pretty. Love this. So to start off, what am I going to take first? I think I'm going to take a bit of nip slip, which is this gorgeous shade right here. So I'm going to take that on a Crown Brush C441. I'm just going to put that directly on my face. Yeah, look at that. Like, that's the. I literally picked up the tiniest amount. I love. I just know I'm gonna love this. I love like, especially like red colours, like burnt. That's like literally like me in a palette. I have this gorgeous one. I think it's called 420. It's all like greens and like, oh, it looks so beautiful, like golds and stuff. Now I'm going to take a bit of this shade up here, which is Naked Sleep. So I'm going to take that on a Spectrum A07, sorry. Put that directly in the crease. Then for the outer corner, I'm just going to take a bit of Moxie, which is this gorgeous red shade. So I'm going to take that on a Crown Brush C528. Just going to pop that on the outer corner. Look at that pigment. I'm going to sort of buff it out a little bit with the same brush. Taking a Spectrum B06, just going to blend it out. So for shimmer, I'm going to take this shade, which is Crime Fighter. So obviously you only get 2 shimmers in the palette, which are these 2. And I feel like, because I've stuck with more of this area, I'm going to pick this shade rather than this one. So yeah, I'm going to pack that on with a Spectrum A16. I'm just going to take my finger and just pack it on a little bit as well, so we can just intensify a little bit more. Just going to take a bit more of the nip slip. Just run that back through the crease. Then on the angle brush, so this is from Blush Tribe. I'm going to take a little bit of Moonchild right at the end and just push that in. Oh, actually, I'm going in with liner. Oh, we'll put it in anyway. So I'm just going to push that quite close to the lash line. So for eyeliner today, I picked up Position Formula. This is the eye booster. So this is a lash serum slash, well, plus eyeliner. So yeah, they come to feel unique now. So you can obviously pick up their products on there. I'm super excited to try this. I know that Taylor raves about this a lot. Or she did. I don't know if she still does. And I was like, yeah, I want to try it. Like, it's going to be so good. So I was super happy to find out they come to feel unique. Just because I don't really feel comfortable buying it on Amazon, because can you really trust people? Like, are they selling a genuine product? So yeah, so they're on Feel Unique now for us UK babies. So let's just go ahead and do this. I might go off camera for this, but hopefully we can still stay on. Okay, so the eyeliner, I'm not even joking, was probably the easiest thing I've ever applied in my life. It's super black, super intense. It didn't skip, it didn't budge. Yeah, I'm super impressed, because I was really on the Kat Von D one, but I'm just not feeling her products lately, or her, just don't want to be involved with it anymore. And I'm impressed. I swear this was like £12 as well. And I just bought the Fenty one, so I'm excited to see what that one's like as well. I literally put a bit on the back of my hand the other day, and it was like super black. So yeah, I'm super excited to keep using this one, and hopefully it doesn't run or anything. Obviously it's very sweaty today, so we'll see if it's long wearing, if it's waterproof, all of that good stuff. But yeah, I'm just going to finish up the other eye and then I'll be back. Okay, so eyes are on, and I love how they look. I love the palette. I love the eyeliner. The only thing with the eyeliner is though, like, you do have to, say like it's not coming out, just stick the lid back on and shake it and it comes out perfect. So obviously that's a bit time consuming, I guess, but with the intensity and how easy it was to apply it, I'm loving it. So moving on to face. So for primer, I picked up the Nymph Radiance Serum Beauty Elixir. So I don't really do primers. I think they're a bit of a so-so. So I love like serums for the skin because it's really hydrating and stuff. So I love things like this. So yeah, let's give this a go. Obviously I need to just get the eyeshadow off my hands. Yeah, this smells really, really good. So I'm just gonna take 4 drops, see how we get on. Just move that onto the face. Oh, it feels not oily, but like quite hydrating. I like. If you didn't know, I love like the Nymph and Fab Rose Gold Essence. It's like my ultimate favourite. I look nice and like dewy. It's definitely like, I know it's like a beauty elixir, but it's definitely got some oil to it, which I feel like if you're very oily it might not be best, and I can get quite oily, so we'll see what it's like throughout the day, because the foundation we're going to use I think is like a semi matte, so hopefully we stay that way. So for foundation today I'm going to be testing out the Uoma Beauty. So I'm so excited for this. Like, this sounds truly amazing. The shade range is fantastic. Yeah, I wanted to show the box because it's just such pretty packaging. Like, and when I look at it, I just like, I feel like a better woman for some reason. So it is the Say What Weightless Soft Matte Hydrating Foundation. So I love this because it is with grape mark extract, specially formulated for fair skin. So I wonder if like a different skin tone has different extract in it, because that's just really like top notch. I love things like that. That's like really like putting your heart and soul into something like that. I feel like it's great. So it says 99% found a perfect shade match and 95% said it's second skin or lightweight. So I picked up Fair Lady, which is TW2. So you can go onto their website if you're like a bit unsure what shade, because obviously with a lot of shades it can be like quite overwhelming. So obviously I typed in like a shade that I knew I liked, which was the Beauty Blender 103, and they did recommend a neutral undertone, but every time I wear neutral the pink always comes out too much and it just looks just really weird on my skin. So I did pick up this, which is basically fair with warm undertones, which I prefer. Obviously my face is quite pink because I'm quite sensitive, but the rest of me is like more or less yellow, but I like to think I'm more yellow. So yeah, it comes in a glass bottle. It's got a nice pump, and what it is, it comes with these lids. So say like you were shopping in store, obviously they have these on Beauty Bay, and I think they have them on Selfridges as well. I don't know if they have them in store, but obviously the lid is like, oh, this is for the fair ladies, and then the yellow would be for the dark ladies, and the pink would be for like medium, stuff like that. So say you're going into store and you're like, well, I'm fair, you have this whole blue shade range, rather than looking at every shade, you know, to go for one of the blue lids. So, love that sound. Let's give this a go. So I'm just going to take, I do like to palette, but I'm just going to take them back in my hand. Oh, okay, so it is quite liquidy. So I'm just going to, oh, this might be too yellow. Make it work. So I'm just going to take a Eco Tool blender and just punch that. Okay, it's looking quite nice. It's not covering a whole lot. I've still got a lot of redness peeking through, a lot of acne scars and stuff. Which I think it said medium to full coverage. Obviously, you build it up, so we will go ahead and do that. But obviously, you might be better off with something like a brush rather than a sponge, because obviously it's going to absorb it all. But I'm not mad about like medium coverage lately. I sort of don't mind like my acne sort of peeking through a little bit, or my scars and stuff. I just feel like it looks a bit more natural. I do find foundations are really hard to cover up my cheeks just because I'm super sensitive. so they are always quite red. It might be a little bit too warm for me. I probably should have gone with a neutral shade like they said, but I feel like neutral because of the pink. It makes me look really off for some reason, even though I am probably more pink in the face. Okay, so this is how one layer looks, and I've got to say I'm quite impressed. It looks really, really lovely, flawless. I'm quite dewy, but I feel like that's from the primer. I don't think that's from the foundation, but I love how it looks, really sort of summer skin. Yeah, I love how this looks. It's looking really nice, really just fresh. It's not really clinging to anything. I usually get like a bit cakey around the nose area. But yeah, I feel like just super pretty. I'm just going to take a little bit more on my cheeks. Yeah, I love how this looks. I think it looks really dewy, really fresh. I'm so impressed so far. So for concealer, I'm going to take the Jouer High Coverage Liquid Concealer. So I picked up the shade Creme, which I think has neutral undertones, which I don't mind because I feel like it balances me out a little bit. So yeah, this contains like hyaluronic acid and it is oil free, high coverage obviously. I see a lot of people either love this or they hate it, but like at the minute my top concealer is the Cover FX Power Play concealer, and I feel like you have to be super good to beat that at the minute. Like that is just like for me top. So I'm gonna take a little bit of this. So I'm just gonna take, so this is a new brush to me, so this is the Spectrum BO3. I'm just gonna sort of bit that a little bit. So for powder, I picked up the Jouer Soft Focus Hydrating Set Powder. So I picked up the shade Light. Yeah, I really wanted to try this out for a while now, so I'm super excited to try this. So I'm going to take the Crown Brush C530. And by the way, this concealer looks amazing, like really, really good. I'm super impressed with it. Might have a top contender for the Cover FX one. So I'm just going to set all of my face with this, even if it's a tiny brush. I'm just going to go in. Man, nothing's going wrong today. Like, everything's working out really well. Like, I like the powder. I like how it looks. It's not really clinging to anything. I feel like it's looking really fresh. Just add like a little bit of hydrating extra to the skin, which I feel like is really nice, especially in a powder, just because I feel like powder sometimes can really grab at the skin. But I mean, it's grabbing onto the concealer really well. Like, obviously I get a little bit of creasing because obviously we've all got creases under there. Damn, what is going on? Usually I don't have like good makeup like this, especially like a full face. Fine. So, moving on to bronzer. So I was so indecisive about this, and I still am now. But basically, I picked up the Milani Baked Bronzer in Dolce. But I also picked up the Precision Formula Butter Bronzer, which is so highly, highly rated over in America. And I haven't tried it, obviously. But I feel like because I bought this first, I have to go with the Milani one. And plus, I feel like it's got a little bit of like this gold sheen to it, so I feel like because it's summer it'll only be good, you know, it'll only be justice to do it now. So I'm going to take that on a Spectrum C07. I'm just going to go into this, just bronze up this. I feel like it's giving me just this radiant bronze, like not too much but not too little. I feel like if you're very heavy handed with makeup, then maybe you'd really, really like that bronzer. I feel like it's enough for me because it's very summery, but obviously in the winter I would prefer maybe something a little bit more intense. So for highlighter, now this is the one thing I'm super excited about. So this is the Beauty Blender Glasgow Shine Lighter. So this is a crystal clear highlighter. Basically it is just like a liquid highlighter almost. So it is a colourless highlighter balm. Offers glossy glow without any stickiness or sparkle. So you best believe I'm excited for this. So it comes in just like a little tube. I don't know, do I need to shake it or anything? Can you really shake a tube? Yeah, I'm super excited for this because it looks so pretty. I feel like I love that, like really, do you know, like that glossy skin? I feel like it's really pretty, especially this time of the year. So I'm just gonna bit of that on the tops of the cheeks. Basically, I feel like they just put sweat in a bottle and they've sold it. I probably shouldn't have powdered my face and then put this on. That was a bad idea, but we're here now. Okay, don't quite know how I feel about it. Like, I feel like there's definitely a bit of shine there. But I wouldn't, like, that sounds silly, but I wouldn't say it's like dewy, but not like sparkly. So what I love is the Revoultion an Instant Jouer contour stick. So I have contour side and the highlight side, and that highlight side is like this dewy, like balmy gorgeousness, and that's what I thought this would be, that sort of balmy glow. I just feel like it's just sort of wet. I don't know, maybe because I've used quite a hydrating powder and primer, that I already feel like I look quite dewy, and I feel like it's not really added much. I feel like it's added a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, it feels like a bit oily, a bit sticky. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I don't know. But moving on, so for blusher, I picked up the Milk Cosmetics Honey Thief blush. So it's this gorgeous, like, peachy shade, like this peachy pink. I love a peachy pink blush. So I'm just going to take that on the same crown brush, CO7. Oh, damn, okay, I've just gone too heavy-handed. Yeah, a lot of fallout, so be careful. Oh, Jesus, that's way too much. That's a really pretty brush. Like that. I feel like you just, really, you can't go wrong with a blush, unless it's like patchy, then it's wrong. But yeah, I like how it looks, really like just that peachy. Oh, I just love it, especially in the summer. Yeah, it was really, really beautiful. So before I do move back onto the eyes, I'm going to do the lips. So I picked up the Ofra Flexi stick. So I picked up the shade Stretch. So basically, this is, let's read this. Hybrid Lippy is flexible colour that goes on smooth like glass with the pigment of a liquid lipstick. So I hate liquid lipsticks, I think they're vile. But, on the exception, there is a few that I like, but I always apply like a gloss on top usually. So when Ofra come out with these, I was like, yes, because I love Ofra liquid lipsticks. If I was to wear like a liquid lipstick on its own, it would probably only be Ofra, Jouer, and then the Lime Creme plushies. Anything else, a gloss and brown top. So yeah, let's apply this. It has like their signature scent, I like. That looks really, really pretty. I can definitely tell that it's not a liquid lip, but it's got that really nice pigment. It feels really balmy, really soft. I also did pick up the Glossier lip gloss, which I do want to put on top so badly, but I also want to see how this wears on its own. It's not like shiny like gloss in any sort of way, which I love, but hopefully, I don't know if it's got the longevity of a liquid lipstick, but I'm not going to use you, but I will use you soon because I've heard such good things. So to finish up the eyes, I'm basically going to go back in and take Moonchild, and I'm going to push this quite close to the lower lash line. Just taking it like third in. I think I spoke too soon with that Jouer concealer. It's looking really dry under there. I don't know. And then to finish it off, I'm literally just going to take a bit of nip slip on the fluffy crown brush, so the C441. So I haven't got a new setting spray or mascara. I'm very much a creature of habit with mascara. I like 2 mascaras and that's about it. Like, I will not purchase a new one. So I'm just going to go in with the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. And then just take the L'Oreal Double Extension Waterproof Mascara. And that is basically the makeup complete. So basically, I'm going to give you a quick rundown. But everything that I've tried, I love. Apart from the Beauty Blender highlighter that I'm not too fond of. I feel like it's not enough for me, maybe. Maybe like a highlighter on top would really amplify it a little bit. But so far, like, everything's worked really well. I will do a check-in later on so you can see how everything wears, but I mean, it's 6:30 now, so it won't be on for very long. But yeah, I'm super impressed with everything. Yeah, so do a check-in later. Okay, so check-in time is it 11 o'clock? Or nearly 11 o'clock? And it's super hot and I'm not sweating, but eyebrows and eyeshadow and eyeliner look really, really great. Like, still really like popping with colour, no smudges and stuff. Obviously the face products have worn off a little bit, but that's because I'm literally sweating because it's so hot. But overall it does look pretty nice. I don't know how I feel about the Beauty Blender highlighter thing. I kind of like it, kind of don't. I feel like it looked really nice with like the Fenty How Many Carrots highlighter thing. Just because it'll have that wet look and then like a topper kind of thing. Obviously the lipstick's worn off because it was like a gloss, but overall I'm impressed with the stuff that I tried. So yeah, that's the end of the video.